Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 25th. I'm outside of the Capitol building, and about 75 yards up the street behind me is the governor's mansion. This is the south entrance to the Capitol building. I want to take a few brief moments to talk to you about uh, separate sovereigns, concurrent jurisdiction, and overlapping jurisdiction, and how that may uh, affect police and community relations. Now, separate sovereign, basically each city can establish its own ordinances, just like each state is its own separate sovereign, and they can establish their own penal codes and their own laws with respect to varying things. Now, when it comes to jurisdiction, I'm going to speak specifically about law enforcement. With law enforcement, state troopers have statewide jurisdiction. Sheriffs typically have countywide jurisdiction. Constables, countywide jurisdiction. And police officers have jurisdictions that are typically associated with the geographical confines of their particular municipality. So, for example, the city of Fort Worth police officers, generally speaking, have the authority to enforce Fort Worth ordinances within the city of Fort Worth. So, how does this come into play? Well, state troopers can go anywhere in the state, write tickets, and so forth. Sheriff's officers can only write tickets in their respective counties, and again, police officers in their respective municipalities, generally speaking. But what's also interesting, Texas has 254 counties, and in each of those 254 counties, you presumably have a sheriff. That sheriff gets to dictate his office policies with respect to use of force. Also, with municipalities, Texas has over 900 cities. Each chief of police in those respective 900 cities, generally speaking, can set his own policies with respect to use of force. What does that mean for you and me? It means when we simply drive to the supermarket in another jurisdiction, that the ball moves with respect to use of force. And so you could go from one city to another, and then another, go into the Walmart, and you've gone through 3 different standards for use of force within that respective short distance just to go get groceries. So it leaves the citizen kind of guessing as to what the standard is for use of force. Well, we have the Texas Constitution and we have the U.S. Constitution. Those are the only 2 entities that really govern whether or not someone's rights have been violated. And so maybe it's time we take a look at having just a Texas standard. One standard for use of force statewide. That way citizens know what the standard is. The police know what the standard is. And we don't have 900 municipalities or more with separate standards, 252 counties with separate standards, and then, the constable's offices within those counties and so on and so forth, everybody setting their own standard with respect to use of force. Maybe it's time we consider just a Texas standard. Just food for thought for this morning. Still here, still waiting. God's still good. Hallelujah, holla back. Bless you.